Hi, welcome to Roy's Game Table. Today we have Scenario 1 of the Rise of the Red Skull campaign on Standard. So pull up a chair and let's get started. Avengers, come in. This is Nick Fury of S.H.I.E.L.D. Director Fury, what's wrong? Project Pegasus is under attack. An army of Hydra soldiers has laid siege to the facility. Crossbones is leading the assault, and we need you there now. Tell your men to hold the line, Fury. The Avengers are on their way. Crossbones is attacking the Project Pegasus facility in the Adirondack Mountains with a small army of Hydra troops. The S.H.I.E.L.D. soldiers stationed there fight desperately to protect the facility, but they are being overwhelmed by Hydra's blitzkrieg assault. They need your help to stop Crossbones from capturing the experimental weapons being developed in the Pegasus labs. I'm going to do this scenario on Standard. So I got side 1 of Crossbones, and when he has a star effect on his attack, which is while Crossbones has a weapon attachment, his attacks gain piercing, and that just means that that's a new keyword where when he attacks, you remove a tough status card and then deal the damage. I do have the experimental weapon that came out as I'm supposed to on the when revealed effect from the main scheme. It's Power Gauntlets, and after the attached villain attacks and damages you, discard 1 card from your hand, and then you spend a mental and physical resources to discard this card. And I'm going to be playing the campaign with Captain Marvel. So I've gone ahead and shuffled everything, got everything set up. Here's my starting hand. I've already kind of been thinking about it, and I think I'll just keep what I have. And I'm going to start by drawing her card, her commander ability, and it is a Photonic Blast. I'm going to flip to Captain Marvel, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this because after the attached villain attacks, you have to discard a card from your hand, and I don't want to lose cards or resources. So I'm going to discard a mental and a physical resource, Photonic Blast, and make the call for that so that I can get rid of that card. And it goes in experimental weapons. The rules say that when you discard, once it comes out of this deck over here, it will go into the encounter discard pile. It's now part of the encounter discard pile. So I got rid of that. Then I'm going to put Mockingbird into play with Cosmic Flight, Expiring Presence, and Endurance to hold on to Photonic Blast maybe for next time. When she comes in, she will stun Crossbones. And I'm going to have her and Captain Marvel attack for 3 to drop him down from 12 to 9. She will come into game with 3 hit points, but now she's down to 2. And that's going to be it already, and draw to 5. Okay, start of the main villain phase. 1 threat here. He's supposed to attack, but he's stunned, so he won't. The encounter card will be Hard as Nails. Give the villain a tough status card. If you can't, heal 3 damage from it. Instead, I can give him 1, so he will have a tough status card, and that's it for the villain. We're right back to Captain Marvel. I'll have Mockingbird attack for 1 to knock the tough status off of him. I'm going to Photonic Blast with Cosmic Flight, Crisis Interdiction, and Lead from the Front to deal 5 damage to him, dropping him from 9 to 4. I'll have Captain Marvel attack for 2, dropping him down to 2 on this side. And because I used an energy resource, I get to draw a card. And I would like to put the Triskelion into play, but I don't want to lose Photonic Blast. I'd like to be able to use that next turn. So I think I'm going to hold on right there, ready, and draw to 5. All right, start of the main villain phase. We will go to 2 threat on the main scheme. He's going to attack, and it's only an attack of 1. I'll just have Captain Marvel take it, so it's going to be 1. And it doesn't have piercing because he doesn't have a weapon right now. So 1, 2, dropping her from 12 to 10. And then the encounter card is Hydra Flame Soldier. So after he attacks, after he makes an undefended attack against you, a discard support I control, which isn't a big deal because she doesn't have any support right now. So that's not a big deal right now. And he will come in with 4 health, and we will go back to Captain Marvel. I'm going to start by having her attack for 2, but I'm going to do it to Crossbones so I can go ahead and move him to stage 2. So he will come back in with 14 hit points, and his when revealed effect on stage 2 is I have to search the encounter deck and discard pile for Crossbones machine gun and put it in and attach it to Crossbones, then shuffle the deck. So let me go and find that. Okay, and so Crossbones machine gun is there. It comes in with 2 ammo counters, and so what this means is the force interrupt, and when he attacks, you remove an ammo counter, discard the top card of the encounter deck, and you take indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons on the discarded card. So we'll see that when we get to it. So Captain Marvel, I'm gonna use the energy resource on Triskelion to heal her by 1 and draw a card. And then I'm going to put Wonder Man into play using the power of leadership. He'll come in with 3 hit points. And then I'll use a Photonic Blast with Genius and Energy Channel for 3. I won't get to draw a card, but I am going to deal 5 damage. And I'm going to deal it to Crossbones, dropping him from 14 to 9. No, I haven't forgotten about this Hydra Flame Soldier over here, but he's already got down to 9 health left, and so I'm just going to try and make a push. She's got 11 health. I hope it's enough to survive. We'll see. I can't attack with Wonder Man, but I do want to thwart with him so that this doesn't advance at the start of the villain phase. So I'm going to thwart for 1, dropping him to 2. I will ready and draw to 5. All right, start the main villain phase. It goes from 1 up to 2, so we still stay on this side. He's going to attack for 2, and Mockingbird's going to take the damage. But before I do, I discard this ammo counter and discard the top card. So we got 2 indirect damage that's coming. I'll just have Captain Marvel take it down to 9, from 11 to 9. And then his attack is going to be 2, 3, 4. So that will be enough to obviously remove Mockingbird. And then the Hydra Flame Soldier will attack. I'll just have Captain Marvel take that, put her to 8. And after he makes an undefended attack, which he did, I discard support, but I don't have any support. So we go to the encounter card, and it is a Hydra Jet Trooper, which comes in with 3 and Quick Strike. So he'll deal his 2 damage also to Captain Marvel. She will drop down to 6, and we are back to Captain Marvel. All right, well, he has 9 hit points left. So I'm going to put in Energy Channel, and then I'm going to use a Power Leadership, make that an energy resource, and then Crisis Interdiction, make that an energy resource to put 2 counters on Energy Channel. I'm going to go, neither one of these have guard, so I'm going to use Energy Channel to spend it and deal 4 damage to Crossbones. I'm going to attack for 3 with Wonder Man, discarding Falcon to be able to do that. So that is 7. And Captain Marvel is 8, 9. So he has 9 hit points, and that will do it. Captain Marvel has defeated Crossbones in a fairly quick game, and only 1 experimental weapon came out. So now I'm going to go to the campaign page, and I'll show you what I'm supposed to do at this point. All right, so as you can see there under Victory, each player chooses one of the tech upgrades from the Hydra campaign set and adds it to their deck. And I'll show you what those are here in a minute, those cards. And then I record the name of each experimental attachment that entered the game in the campaign log. And I don't do the expert campaign only because I'm not playing expert campaign. I'm doing the standard. So I'm going to pick one of the 4 tech upgrades, and I'll show you which one I'm going to pick. And then I'll also record the experimental attachment that entered the game. And if you remember, that was the Power Gauntlets. I removed it early by spending the mental and physical resource. But this was the only experimental weapon that made it into the game, so I'll record that in my campaign log. So let me pull out the cards that I can choose from, and I'll show you what they are, and I'll pick one. These are the 4 tech upgrades that I can put into my deck going into the next game. So I'll go ahead and read them off to you. Adrenal Stems, tactical scanner, emergency teleporter, and laser cannon. Now each one of these have the setup keyword, which means that they come into play at the start of the game. So I'll put one of these, whichever one I choose, into play at the start of my next game, scenario 2. And then they all have a hero action, and they all have the same cost requirement where you discard the card and then remove it from the campaign log. So what that means when you remove it from the campaign log, that means that that card will not be able to come into play in any future scenarios after scenario 2 if I use it in scenario 2. But they all have different effects. The Adrenal Stems is ready your hero and heal 5 damage from them. Okay? And then here, the Tactical Scanner is just simply draw 5 cards. The Emergency Teleporter is search your deck and discard pile for an ally, put it into play, and give it a tough status card. And then Laser Cannon, deal 5 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with you. Well, they're all good, obviously, or they wouldn't be upgrades. But I've only can pick one. Now, the Adrenal Stems, it can ready your hero and heal 5 damage. I do like that the hero can be readied. But Captain Marvel has ways to heal herself, even if it is just for 1. You know, I can't pick all 4 of them. So I don't think we're going to pick Adrenal Stems. She does have ways to draw cards, so I don't think we're going to pick that. And of these other 2, I may be going with Leadership again in my next scenario. I'm not sure. But even if I don't, I could see this as a good way to get her Spider-Woman ally into play if I wanted to, which obviously, as you know, Spider-Woman can confuse the villain. So being able to confuse the villain at any time that I want and then use Spider-Woman to attack for 2 or thwart for 2, and she has a tough so she wouldn't lose damage from that. I think that's a pretty good deal. So I think I'm going to use Emergency Teleporter and put that into my deck. And that'll do it for the game. So I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. If you did, please consider to like and subscribe. And be sure to hit the notification bell because I will be doing Scenario 2 sometime hopefully soon. And then, of course, I've got other games that I'm going to be playing and putting out. So until those games come out, I'll save you a seat at the table.